Wednesday, May 3rd, the 123rd day of 1989. For most people, May 3rd will pass into history as an average day, just an ordinary Wednesday in an ordinary week. For 26 people, May 3rd will be their first day. For 9 others, it will be their last. As morning slowly arrives to a sleeping city, Worcester is eerily calm. Lone cars move unhurried down Main Street. The Telegram and Gazette clock logs the passing of time without anyone taking notice. But 33 minutes from now, the sun will rise, and city residents will awaken too, for now is the calm before the storm.
I'm Jay Bruce. It's 5:37 and beautiful skies this morning. This is the kind of morning you'd like to rush out and start that painting.
Early morning belongs to a special class of people. At a downtown parking lot, an attendant opens his shed before the day's businessmen are even out of bed. At Elm Park, wildlife go about their business with few interruptions. And a neighborhood crowd gathers for breakfast at Miss Worcester Diner.
No, I have a good working man's clientele here, you know. Everybody comes in. It's like a neighborhood business. Pretty loyal customers. I know what they want before they get in the door.
That's right, you usually has it already.
By 7 o'clock, I-290 is showing an increase in traffic heading for work.
290 is starting to build eastbound through the downtown exits. 190, 395 on the Pike, all problem-free. Route 9's building a bit. 146 Grafton Street, College Square, Webster Square. The usual busy spots, they're starting to pick up.
In Lincoln Village, a woman waits patiently for a WRTA bus to come by, while at Worcester Municipal Airport, last-minute check-in awaits dozens of passengers bound for points south and west on this Wednesday.
Third time we've been to Florida. I was flying Piedmont, and we're going down for 3 weeks.
In College Square, children are awaiting another day of school. A bus will take them away shortly. For seniors at South High School, the countdown to semester's end is continuing.
What are your plans?
To finish high school and to go to college. Get out of here.
Where would you go?
I want to go to Harvard. I do, I want to go to Harvard.
In Newton Square, blueprints tell the story of a new recreational area these workers are constructing. Downtown at the U.S. Postal Office, the third shift crew counts down the final minutes to their night's end.
How long do you guys do that for?
As long as they tell until it's time to go home. 8:30 for me.
The day shift is finally here.
You're over here, beside her. Right here. Mary Kate, you're right beside her. And you're beside Mary Kate.
In the auditorium of Wauwikis Road School, a special education phys ed class is guided by teacher Anthony Assad.
Good catch. Okay, now anybody at all, you're going to be ready at all times. Are we ready? Okay. Look at those hands. Look at those hands. And what's the most important thing we do?
By 8 o'clock, city workers are beginning a day that will clean out dozens of sewer lines. They will pick up 128 tons of trash, and even the smallest pieces will be neatly removed from Worcester Common. For Tatnock Square Meat Market, 8 o'clock is opening time, but his day is already 2 hours old.
And you can get more accomplished before you're open in the morning. The couple hours that's before you're open give you another 4 hours of work ahead of time without interruption.
That's block, okay? Go look, keep to your right, the next to the light should go right, and that's the point.
I work at Periwinkle's Club in Auburn. I'm a bookkeeper there. Work for Ani Velatico, a real nice guy. Last night he took us, for Secretary's Week, took us to the Chocolate Hub in Boston for dinner in a stretch limo. Had a great time, so I'm in a good mood today.
At Worcester's Central District Court, those that didn't make the best of their Tuesday are here on Wednesday to face arraignments. Some have been here before.
I've been here about 9 times. Started in '88. It was an incident that had to do with Holy Cross College campus. And we were at a party and got in a fight with a few people, me and my cousin.
As court hearings proceed, a Worcester police unit loosens up along Chandler Street. Their hardest hours are much later tonight. For now, it's only 9 a.m. The pace of the city slows a bit by mid-morning. The rush to leave the house has been replaced by the work ethic. At Salo Russell Florist on Route 20, a gentle spray of water gives life to a sea of greenery, eagerly awaiting the warmer days of summer. Along Lake Quinsigamond, a carpenter from B&L Builders measures a fitting for a new window. While at Memorial Hospital, surgeons are painstakingly repairing a problem with Ada White's vision. On this day, she may regain full use of her right eye. The final bandages are put on, and a doctor gives her hope for better days to come.
Get you driving and doing all those things that you haven't been able to do for a long time.
Good deal. Good. That's 47 Oregon Street, apartment 1 on the left side.
On the other side of Belmont Hill at Worcester Police Headquarters, dispatchers are keeping track of over 300 calls that will come in on 911 lines today. Break-ins, drunks, and accidents all make their way to this busy switchboard, and dispatch is bracing for an increase in disturbances because of warmer weather.
Hanging around the corners, street corners, kids or people fixing their cars out in the street or in their driveways being noisy, people more outside than they are in.
Oblivious to the activities downtown, a lone shopper gazes at a window display at Lincoln Plaza. But this patient at Dr. McCready's office can only dream of doing some shopping later today.
About that area. You can see the patient's very numb. She hasn't jumped yet once.
She's one of 16 patients who will face the drill today in this dental office.
Can I help you?
Yes, can I have a small Pepsi, please?
Is that it?
That's all. Thanks.
On Grafton Street, the clock pressing towards 11:30 means a timeout for lunch, while the Burger King playground is keeping this preschooler preoccupied. On Worcester Common, the sunny day has drawn many around the soothing sounds of the reflecting pool. But for one downtown vendor, the day does have a weather problem.
A little slow because it's windy, you know. Once the sun, once it starts hitting 70, 75, then, you know, have a line all the way down the street. But then you're going to get the competition that'll be out next month, you know.
By 1 o'clock, things are picking up at Pudgy's on Route 20. The striptease bar has already been open several hours with continuous dancing. One can see more than a few business suits in this lunchtime crowd.
7 Mike Alpha, go to Med 2 and acknowledge. I came in at 7 o'clock this morning. I work an 8-hour shift, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is not my regular shift. My full-time shift is 3 to 11. I'm covering an extra shift today.
CMED's John Ouellette coordinates emergency radio communication between UMass Medical Center's Life Flight helicopter and area hospitals. The morning shift has been routine. The helicopter has already transported several patients.
And we have about a 3-minute ETA. Any questions?
No questions, awaiting your arrival.
Over this 24-hour period, 3 people will use Life Flight to be transported back to UMass. In the early afternoon, some of Worcester's college campuses are bustling with activity. This is the beginning of cramming for final exams. But not everyone is ready to hit the books. Worcester's Main South. These men take little notice of the sounds around them as they converse in front of a local market. But in Washington Square, sounds of an approaching Amtrak train is welcome news to those waiting to board. At 1:25 p.m., the train is right on schedule. The day takes a decidedly energetic turn as Worcester's 23,000 school students leave to go home. Almost immediately, plans are being made for afternoon activities.
It's getting busier and then slows down and then again busy. Nothing steady.
I guess the people. I would say the people are the nicest thing about Worcester. And Worcester has 7 hills. It's almost like Rome. You know, don't ask me the 7 hills, I forgot.
Late afternoon leaves the paperwork of the office behind and the chores of domestic life ahead.
Why, come here, baby.
Doing the laundry really not my favorite thing to do, but it has to be done.
Tina Arduini, owner of Summit Laundrette, wonders if there's more to her business than just washing and drying.
A lot of people meet other people here. We're thinking of having a singles night.
Other singles have found refuge at Worcester Racquet Club on Grove Street, where dozens of people are stretching, straining, stepping, and sipping.
The day's been fabulous. How's yours?
Still others have taken to the great outdoors. Elm Park remains a favorite spot for a large number of Worcesterites this afternoon. But all is not calm in the city. Worcester Fire Alarm is answering one of 15 fire incidents during this 24-hour period. At 4:45, a field near Great Brook Valley is ablaze. Brush fires like this have been common throughout the spring.
You know what it is? There's too much trash around here. They don't clean.
Yes, they burn the grass.
They don't clean. They don't care.
In what seems like a half a world away, a waterfall off of Cataract Street remains untouched by Worcester's development boom.
He was following up on the Jerry D'Amico license plate controversy, apparently Dukakis today. Read him the riot act, told him to pay up the fines.
At 5:15, the editorial board of the Worcester Telegram and Gazette plan out what stories made news on Wednesday, May 3rd.
And they called mutual aid. He was surprised because it was not that much, but there's your picture.
This has not been a big news day, and nonverbal cues around the oval table give a hint to an editorial staff that will have difficulty deciding what tomorrow's front page headline will read.
Superior Court is being investigated.
At 5:30, a Shrewsbury crew racing team limbers up for an early evening contest on Lake Quinsigamon. Other students have donned suit coats and dresses to become Worcester's school committee for a day at City Hall. Worcester's real city manager, William Mulford, expects a long evening of business as he gets ready to speak at a Chamber of Commerce function.
It's a 24-hour day job.
Over at Coney Island, customers line up for a hot dog at this famous landmark.
On an average daily basis, we sell between 2,500 and 3,000 a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. All depends what time of the year it is.
Outside, a mother tends to her 3-year-old.
Got it? Your knees? Anything else?
Bike riding, and probably tonight I'll probably go to Skylight and get some girls. Skylight roller skating.
Mike Tyson's brother, right? I'm gonna beat Mike Tyson's brother. Okay. And Mike Tyson. Keep your finger on this.
Shortly after 7 p.m. at the Red Cross Blood Donor Center, Janet Wheeler approaches the table to give a pint of blood. It will be her 83rd donation, sandwiched in between an already busy day.
Up at 6, 8-hour day in the office, home for dinner, and down here.
How's it feel? Okay.
Could this be a Worcester street? Indeed, because today the circus is in town, preparing for an 8 o'clock show at the Centrum. Inside, some of the animal performers are getting restless to begin the show. Meanwhile, sunset has arrived. High above the city at the El Morocco restaurant, today's 14 hours and 11 minutes of daylight is slowly turning to night. At Worcester's Naval Marine Corps Reserve Center, the American flag comes down. It is 8 o'clock. Wednesday evening, at the Brunswick Bowling Center on Lincoln Street, it is league night. Others are looking to put the 8 ball in the corner pocket. A bingo player will tell you winning is all in the cards. Odds don't favor an average player, but the lure of a big jackpot keeps this hall full.
19, 32, 54.
Elsewhere, an assortment of arts and entertainment activities are underway.
There's still some very interesting figures about salaries, about percentages of salaries that artists have, or percentage of earnings.
See it on the TV, it's through the camera. Halftone pictures, realities and songs, but it's all kind of amusing because it's through the camera. These people are dead, what are we going to do? Where's the sports scores? Through the camera's eye.
For two city hospital ambulance drivers, the night has been quiet.
It's been real slow today. Actually, no calls at all.
15 minutes later, a police dispatcher sends them to I-290. A truck is overturned. Those in the truck are evaluated for minor injuries. Tomorrow, an insurance adjuster will evaluate damage to their vehicle. Under the lights of East Park, middle-aged ball players continue a game that is already several hours old.
Let's go! Big field, shake. No outs, guys! Let's go! Yeah! Good job, Mike.
Tomorrow seems a long way off, but their bodies will probably tell them differently in the morning.
I'm working on a calligraphy job that I'm doing for this woman. She's having a college reunion, and I'm making these name cards. These are what they're going to look like with pictures.
For Chuck and Mud, a local musical couple, this evening has no scheduled performances.
But I'd go anywhere with you. I'll say goodbye to my husband.
Their musical talent doesn't translate into full-time work. They both have separate jobs.
There's a lot of benefits you can play at through the year. There's not a lot of club work you can play and get money for. We do clubs like the Blue Plate and Hennessy's, and you know, if we split if we get $25 each for playing the whole night, you know, we're doing good.
In Kelly Square, activity is brisk for those looking for late-night snacks. Soon, the night shift once again will take over at Worcester's manufacturing and medical facilities.
In the nighttime when I'm here, 11 to 7, We have to do everything that comes to the lab.
Late evening is becoming early morning. Worcester Airport accepts its last plane of the day. Overnight, all but a few city residents are fast asleep. Those still awake are active.
It's in and out, constantly, just in and out all the time. We make the pizzas, they take them.
Back over at the Telegram and Gazette, the afternoon news meeting is now ancient history. A press run of 67,000 papers is about to hit the streets. At Ralph's Chadwick Square Diner, late-night partiers have only an hour to last call.
I'm Buzz. I'm the first thing you see when you walk in here. I check all IDs. I check everybody that walks in the door. See this guy? He's out of here now. I'm gonna have to hurt him if he doesn't leave.
How you doing, my man? Come on in.
Soon the clock ticks to 2 a.m. and the last hearty souls exit the diner. Not everyone should be driving.
What are you guys doing here?
Nor is everyone driving.
Yeah, you know what it is? I had a flat tire. I was walking by, and this little girl was there, and all of a sudden, next thing, one thing led to another, and I had a flat. It's called a blowout, you know what I mean?
Cars are few and far between on city streets. Cab drivers have to work extra hard looking for fares at this hour. One cabbie is into his 18th hour behind the wheel.
You meet every level of life there is in Worcester.
All the characters?
All the characters, yeah. Executives. You meet everybody.
Worcester has reached its quietest moment. Wednesday, May 3rd, 1989. Just an ordinary Wednesday in an ordinary week. For historians, this day had little excitement. But for 24 hours, 160,000 residents found plenty to do, socially, creatively, academically. For some folks, May 3rd, 1989 will be remembered as a turning point in their lives. For others, at the very least, May 4th offers the promise and hope that comes with a brand new day.